Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. My name is WW Dadman, but you already know that. And the Laythe glider is on its way to its next maneuver node, so let's jump to that and make sure it safely arrives at Laythe. There's our little glider. And maneuver nodes over there. I don't have any torque to speak of. Really? But I guess we can do this anyway. So yeah, this is only a 2.5 meters per second burn. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Focus view on this thing. And we're gonna get a encounter with Laythe right away if we do this. So, I want to be at the maneuver node. Really, a minute, more or less, shouldn't do much of a thing to this. So I'm gonna wait for the alarm. And then close the alarm and unpause and burn this. Nice. Oh wait, that's a Val periapsis. I wanted Laythe. There we go. That's better. If we focus view on Laythe, first of all, get a bit closer. 300, that should be fine. And here we add a maneuver to slow down into an orbit, and that's only 1,100. We have about double as much delta V as I need for this. So that should be an easy task. We're just gonna wait till we're in Laythe's sphere of influence. That is probably the next thing. Yeah, that is the next thing that will happen. As you see it here. Let's just get into Jules' sphere of influence first. Few days out. That's the pole base 1 going back to Kerbal. That's gonna take a while, 2 years to be exact, and still 180 days over that. Also, the Grand Tour hub here is still a year away from its next maneuver, so we're probably gonna land on frickin' Laythe with the Laythe glider in this episode, and we're gonna go ahead and do the flyby of Jewel with the other thing in the next episode, and then clean up in the last episode of the week. And then we're gonna see. Either the 1.1 pre-release is available by then, which I hope is gonna be a thing. It doesn't sound like that's too far away from what I've heard from Squad in the past few weeks. So we've got our exact thing that we want. Yes, good. Next thing to happen, we're going to Laythe's sphere of influence. Yeah, I think we can easily time warp fully. At least until we're into the inner system. And then we slow down a bit because I don't want wall to get into our way. I'm gonna have 5 here, just for safety. The safety of not getting thrown off by another planet that isn't supposed to capture us but could totally. Okay. Okay, here we are at Laythe. Changing sphere of influence right now. I wanna aim retrograde, roughly. Should be down there. Don't tell me that's prograde, because then I'm gonna be a little bit sad. Because that means I need to turn the other way. Because I need to go here and slow down till we're in orbit. Actually, I'm probably gonna go for a landing trajectory right here. Maybe more like, I don't know. I'm gonna fly a few kilometers, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and say 20 kilometers or something here, or 10, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and say SAS on a time warp. Okay. Of course that means we're gonna have to hi. Also while we're here. Close the aluminum pause, lock temperature, send that home. And we're fine. Log pressure data, send. And log gravity data, send. Okay. That's the transmit and or recover science from space around Laythe, then. I like how I managed to get this encounter. You know, I kind of feel like I want to go till here and then get my periapsis into the atmosphere like here. So I'm just gonna go for a circular orbit. Kinda. For now. That's orbit Laythe. Next thing that's gonna happen is splashdown as soon as we do this. Okay, now we have a little bit more maneuverability because we're not a long, heavy vehicle anymore. Good, that is on the thing, so we're gonna get the hydro. We're gonna get the alarm. Close the alarm and then pause. Kill that and just burn retrograde until we have a periapsis that's below. Let's say that's at 20-ish. Just so we're definitely going down. Uh, 24, 22, that should be fine. Okay, just another really quick look so we don't lock temperature. High over Laythe. So as soon as we are a little bit closer, I'm gonna go ahead and do a thing. First of all, make sure this is pointing the right direction. Lock temperature, that's near Laythe. Send, send, send. Okay. Stupid gravity scan, taking forever. That's done, and that actually has still value left, so forget it. Stop transmitting. I said stop transmitting. Lock gravity data and keep. We're gonna send that once we're down. SAS on. Gonna go roughly retrograde. So next thing to happen is we ditch this. That's good. Gonna burn this really quick bit. And then we're gonna ditch this to the side. Gonna have 5 here for safety. And ditch this as soon as we have full batteries. Because I won't be flying in the sun with my solar panels for too long. Okay. Now do this until I bleed off enough speed to ditch the shield, and then we control from there, and we're fine. Log pressure data from up here, and the temperature from up here. We're doing fine. Please give me surface. Okay. We are supersonic. Not anymore. Control from here. And ditch the heat shield. And we are flying over Laythe. Also, we've got enough sun shining on these to actually keep electric charge at enough. I'm gonna go ahead though and block this one. And just leave this one and the internal one open. And then we're gonna go down. This should be safe to open. Good. That means we can easily land. Also, I really want to know how fast we can go while still transmitting with this thing. But we're still gonna land first and get the goo and everything. Goo is the first thing we're gonna send home. Actually, I don't want yaw on you, because that's just done by the left and right jiggling of the reaction wheel. Do we have any reaction wheels? Yep, apparently we do, because that works. This is amazingly stable for being such a small, stupid glider. F5 and go into a little bit of a time warp here. Or we'll never get down. That would be bad. looking back that direction, we see Jewel. Wait, I gotta go into pretty mode here for a moment. Doesn't this look great? Just don't try to steer while in 4 times time warp. Physical time warp. You know, on 1.0.5 I would probably even be able to land this softly without using the chute. Because the water's a whole lot less stupid as of 1.0.5. But we're still playing in 1.0.4, so that's not a thing. This looks so cool. Okay, I think we can start slowing down the time warp a bit. We're almost standing still. Holy crap. How much are we moving? Vertical velocity, we're falling with 14 meters per second and we're going forward with 45 meters per second. That's actually really fast, but not very evident if you're falling from 3 kilometers up. I mean, if we were closer to the ground, that would look a whole lot faster. By the way, I've never tried this, but okay. It's nosing over, of course. I would have been very surprised if it wasn't nose heavy. Eventually, we're gonna start stalling. If I keep going like this. But I like that this worked the way I wanted it to. Well, we just need to actually get this down safely. Something like this would also be a great probe for Eve. Okay. Now we're actually getting low enough that we see how much speed we actually have. You know, as much as I think I can soft land this easily, I'm not gonna risk it. Know what? Screw it. Gonna use the chute to slow down and that's it. Like, I'm gonna release the chute before impact. While we're going like straight over the water. What is it with the lagging, KSP? You're not supposed to lag with this. Okay. 600 meters. And suddenly we're not falling, basically. I don't even need to shoot. Watch me. I don't need to shoot. That was literally just a landing shoot. That that was like nothing that did. Observe the goo in the Sagan Sea on Laythe. Transmit that data and fulfill the contract. Contract done. Okay. Review data, send. Review data, send. Review data, send. Okay. So essentially we could do this and get a little bit more out of this. And then we're gonna lock the temperature, lock the pressure, and lock the gravity, and send. Make sure we don't run out of power. By just time warping, because that works. And then we have a permanent little probe on here. Gonna go ahead and lock this battery, so we always have some electric charge if we need some. Not that we're actually gonna do anything with this anymore, but that is the probe landed on Laythe. Contract fulfilled. We are done with that. Just a little look in here. Tells us that we don't want to even do anything here anymore. And that we still have... Well, that's the last stuff we actually need. Get our tourists back, and we'll have all of this stuff with them. So, I'd say as soon as next episode, we're gonna go ahead and switch back to the Grand Tour Hub and have a nice flyby of Jewel and Tyloo, get some data while flying by, and then we're pretty much done. I'm gonna go ahead and also purchase this, because why not? So essentially we'd still have 1,000, 2,100. So 1,900 science to get to complete the tech tree, but that's trivial. That's really trivial. We could just do some stuff with, like, we could send a probe to any of the other jewel moons and be done. Also, we're gonna get a whole bunch of stuff back with our Grand Tour. So, yeah. I'll see you for the last mission. Really. The final part of the Grand Tour in the next episode. Till then, like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WW Dadman. Bye.